This is the Beyond the Box dumbbell workout. Before we get into the workout, check out our Instagram post for the warm-up. Make sure you're getting ready for the workout by increasing your heart rate, increasing your body temperature, and you're starting to sweat a little bit before you get into it. For today's strength portion, we're going to be working on the dumbbell front squat. Our rep scheme is 2 sets of 5, 2 sets of 3, 2 sets of 2, and 2 sets of 1. Building to a heavy single for today, or we're going to, if we can't add weight, then let's look at adding some time under tension. So for the first set of 5, the 2 sets of 5, do them as regular squats. Don't worry about your time, slowing yourself down on the way down or pausing at the bottom. And the sets of 3, let's maybe look at a 2 seconds to get down to the bottom, hold for 1 second at the bottom, and then stand up nice and fast. And then for the sets of 2, let's look at 3 seconds to get down to the bottom with a 2-second pause. And when we're doing the singles, go down as slow as you can, hold at the bottom for about 3 seconds. So maybe it's a 4-second descent or 5-second descent, hold for 3 seconds in the bottom, and then stand up nice and fast. Adding that time under tension is going to simulate having heavier weight if we can't add that much weight. So these dumbbell squats are going to be done as dumbbell front squats. So the weight needs to go from the floor to the shoulders. I'm going to make sure that my elbows stay nice and high, keeping the weight close to me. If I let my elbows drop, the weight's going to fall forward, and that's going to pull me forward, and eventually I'm going to lose the weight, or I'm going to injure my back if I'm heavy enough. So high elbows, take a big breath, send the hips back, with feet shoulder width apart. I'm going to go down as low as I can go. If I get to a point where I go so low and I start to fall forward, I'm obviously too low, so I'm going to limit that, and I'm only going to find that threshold where I can maintain that upright chest, so good posture, and then stand up out of there. Take a look from the side, set the hips back, go down as low as you can go, but if you need to stop here to maintain your posture, then that's fine. Or if it's here, wherever it needs to be, find your lowest depth that you can maintain that upright chest. So once you've done your sets of 5, 3, 2, and 1, then you're going to go into the Metcon. For the Metcon, we are going to do a 5-minute AMRAP 3 times. There is going to be 5 minutes of rest between each interval, meaning that you have lots of rest to be able to be nice and recovered, to be able to sprint every single round. For 5 minutes, you're going to do as many rounds and reps as possible of 15 tuck-ups, 12 V-ups, and 8 pistols, or 8 single leg squats. That'll be done as 4 per side. So take a look at our movements. So 15 tuck jumps. You're going to jump and tuck your knees to your chest, land in a bent position so you can jump again. So if I'm jumping from this position, I want to land similarly in the same position so I can jump right away. So from here, jump, tuck, land, and then I can jump again. So work on timing your landing so that you can jump right away. Once you're done your 15 tuck jumps, you're going to go into 12 V-ups. So V-ups on the floor, feet are on the floor, hands on the floor overhead. Make sure you flatten your low back into the floor. So press the small of your back down to the floor, nice and tight through here. And then maintaining that tension, you're going to bring your hands and feet together in front of you. If I'm struggling to touch my toes, rest to reach up as far as on your leg as you can, whether that's to knees or to your calves or your ankles, and you're just get as far as you can go. And eventually, we'll work towards getting you more and more range of motion to where you can start to touch your toes. You could also do tuck-ups, where you're bringing your knees to your chest, and you're wrapping your hands around your legs. Main thing is we're trying to maintain a hollow position, whether we're doing V-ups or whether we're doing tuck-ups. Once you're done your 12 V-ups, you're going to go into 8 pistols. Pistol single leg squat. If I'm going to use assistance, which I'm going to use right now, squat down and stand up. Once you get nice and warm, you should be able to do it on assistant, no problem. Try and get that hip to go below the knee or go as low as you can. There's also a matter of ankle mobility in here as well, so maybe you need to mobilize your ankles as well. If you need to, we can modify by putting one foot behind us. Keep this back foot on the floor as you go down, and then stand up out of that squat. So that's the scaled version if you need to. Or you can get a bench, squat down to a bench, doing single leg squats that way, sit down, stand up. So if I have this bench here, then I can put one leg out in front, sit down, stand up, switch legs, go down to a stool, something. Give yourself a target to sit down to if you need to, and that's going to give you a little bit of support in there as well. Try not to unload. So if I unload on the bench, I'm not sitting here and then relaxing, right? I'm maintaining tension the whole time, just touching and standing up. So you'll have in 5 minutes to do as many rounds as reps as you can. You'll have lots of time afterwards to rest and track how many rounds of reps you've got, and then go into that 2 more times where you do 5 minutes of work, rest for 5 minutes, track your score, and then do it one more time for a total of 3 rounds. All right, get after it and have fun.